Hello and welcome to Shard News. I'm Tigerboat. As Week 4 comes to a close, the Wardens sit on 22 victory points, with the Colonials holding 17. Over the week, the Wardens have made significant progress in Marban Hollow, Sableport, and Origin. The Colonials have reclaimed the victory town of Fairmore, but have become locked in a tug of war over the towns and relics of Silicon Shell. Cheez has been very busy this week, so without further ado, let's get started. In the build-up to Saturday the 13th, Cheez was hard at work getting plenty of logistics prepared in the north of Deadlands. Officer Whiskey had decided that it was time for a change of hex for that evening's festivities. A game plan was made up and Cheez arrived in force. To tell you how it went, here she is now.
Right, so the plan for our big Saturday was to take Abandoned Ward and tap it, which is a tradition for us at this point. It's one of my favorite towns to light a fire. So the plan was to have a three-pronged approach, one being rockets, which ended up being led by L-Bob. So fire rockets, potentially followed by 150 as needed to suppress a town and assist with the hard points like the safe house and then ultimately the town hall. The second prong would be the armor, rolling in from the east, which was led by Zeddy, comprised of some bone laws, outlaws, kind of whatever mix we threw together. The third prong was the infantry squad led by Conan to assist the tank push, and ultimately, when the bridges go down, you need infantry and not tanks to get across and secure the southern portion of the town. Rockets got set up and started hitting that northern safe house. Tanks rolled in unopposed right up into those kind of the eastern edge of the town, which was an interesting fight. So the buildings were all rebelled out. The collies had around 8 to 10 tanks and a few random half tracks floating around that safe house. Interestingly enough, random infantry support was actually very on point that night. Kept infantry off our tanks. Our tanks were essentially just shooting over and through the rubble. And once that safe house was lit on fire and started getting swarmed by the random infantry, their tanks panicked, tried to get over the bridge, and ultimately 8 tanks died, including 2 Taluses, I want to say 3 or 4 Spathas, a few LTDs, and whatever other hodgepodge they had. The collies seemed to depop and or just pull back, which let Zeddy consolidate our infantry and tank squads, secure the eastern bridge, running across the bridge after gassing it, killing a few emplaced guns, and starting to PvE right up to the town hall, at which point our rockets, as well as rockets from another Regi, all hit it, took it down. We got the bridge back up, got the tap off, and continued pushing south, ultimately dehusking, I believe it was 3 bunkers around the pits and south of Abandoned Ward proper. The Logi prep, first off, just went amazingly throughout the week. I know Reedy has been running Logistics Explorer. He did an op to help us get Logi squared away and get a temporary op stockpile set in Seagate, which helped immensely as far as helping us step off on time. I know a lot of people pitched in to get that squared away. One big push we've been working on is just getting ops stepped off on time. We want people to get on, be fresh to fight, and not waste their time. That made me so proud. Communication was also great. I think splitting up into different Discord chats and just coordinating different elements who were operating entirely autonomously of each other worked really well. And I think that's a huge skill and what will end up being a huge strength as we continue to grow as a Regi. Other than that, pipes.
Following that big success, the officer team decided to reintroduce our well-tested war target strategy. Throughout the week, the officer team took it upon themselves to take Cheez members to neutralize certain threats in key areas of Marban Hollow through any means necessary. Overall, this went great and would be a big advantage for what was to come. During this time, the Bubble Basin bunker would continue to be assaulted now by Colonial Destroyer-class ships. Despite this, many regiments would assist in keeping the base up. One Cheez member even compared it to the ship of Theseus, stating the base may have been rebuilt upwards of 20 to 30 times at this point. We have to say, having existed since day one, it has truly earned its revered status within the regiment. Now, on the 17th, Cheez decided it was time for a bit of premature fun in our main lane of Marban Hollow. This time, however, it would turn into something much bigger. To talk us through the events, here is our building officer, Yimmy.
I was camping in Deadlands, checking on intel, looking out for partisans, and I look over to Bleating Plateau, and I noticed that the whole front line had just been decimated. And so I thought, hey, there's an opportunity. And so what I've been doing this whole time at Maidens is just working on a split push. So while the main faction is pushing in one direction, I build a starter BB somewhere else. And so this time I was avoiding all of that fresh damage on Bleating Plateau and went for a little peninsula, the one that we had been running up to Partisan this whole entire time. And that got it started. I think it was the same exact distance to the front line. However, it was a much easier route. And so people quickly caught on and just started hounding them. That's around about that time when you hear Bob's voice calling out for high impact PvE, and high impact PvE arrived. And we PvE'd our way all the way to the town. It was one of those moments where everyone was, getting stuck in. Everyone was there playing their part, doing what they can to kill collies. And then all of a sudden, we were on the town hall. And so we had super sharp comms talking about town hall HP and CV distance. Honestly, it was 40 seconds tops. After the town hall went down, we were in there tapping it. It was like a 6-hour fight, I want to say. From that first push BB, fighting our way all the way into town and killing it, I'd say it was a good 6 hours. We had done all of the damage. Like, it was soft as by the time we got there. And so we arrived with chieftains and cutlers. Like, they were pretty fucked.
One note about the aftermath. Like, I guess the town got captured. Like, then I woke up after all the pings had gone up. But the collies, they hadn't given up completely, but it didn't. Like, they kept coming at us, but they didn't like try any daring stuff like mass tank rushes around. I don't know. It felt like they were a bit defeated.
No,
Like,
do you know what?
hours after, I don't know.
Yeah, no, Bob wasn't. It was Bob's voice in my head. People are like, what do we do?
Oh, right, I get it. I get it now.
I wasn't even there, but people heard my voice.
I was like, what would Bob do in this situation? I need help.
I love it.
Congratulations, guys. It was certainly a big surprise and a huge statement for our lane. Next on the Marban hit list was Spitrocks. The harassment would begin the following day, with multiple push bunkers being built to slowly encroach on the enemy lines. These were protected by in-place guns, so we could inflict maximum damage on the attacking colonial mechanized forces. Despite multiple bunker husks, the enemy still find themselves dug in at Spitrocks, although we anticipate that the pressure will continue as we go into next weekend. Now, for a look at the weather, our area reporter, Potato.
Thanks, Tiger. Weather stations are the most influential structure on the battlefield. They allow you to control the battlefield based on much greater knowledge of the current weather conditions. Wardens have collectively now built 17 weather stations in use across the front, allowing us to predict some highly detailed forecasts for the upcoming days. Long in Cheez, we praised the weather conditions and valued the effects it can have on the battlefield, such as the well-loved mud mechanics. With large quantities of rain lately, there are muddy puddles everywhere, so remember to pull your fire trucks ready to clean those tires on the logistics trucks before returning them to the stockpiles. Using these weather features to our advantage and some extra high winds for the artillery, we used this to help with our highly effective push into Marban earlier this week. So remember to keep the conditions in mind when planning your ops, as they could either help or hinder your effort. But whatever you do, make sure to keep your umbrellas ready, as there is lots of rain still on the forecast. Back to the studio.
Thanks, Potato. With all Warden tanks fully released, plenty of you have been utilising this equipment to your advantage. Here are some of your highlights.
Pushing up on the right.
I love
They're
being
pulling back now. Focus main line. Get that Talos.
Hit Talos once. Talos is just taking a beating.
Keep us in range though.
Okay, let's go hit the Talos again.
He's dead.
Oh, nice. Let's go.
Whatever these,
To the right, no angle.
hit whatever those guys are.
Tracked him.
Good hit. Track.
Track him.
He's
He's tracked.
following.
He's tracked.
Whatever he hits,
Hit
hit the same thing. That he's
Pelican's
HP?
tracked. Pelican's tracked. Right behind it.
We're good.
Get us up there, get us up there with the pen keys. Just get us up
hit
there.
him once. Hit him once.
Good job.
Quad Isha's coming up.
Hit him once, Cheez.
Hit that
The
strike.
LTD is stuck.
You hit him once, he's dead.
Just go forwards, 5 meters, 5
That
meters.
hurt.
He's dead, he's dead, he's dead.
Pelican's dead. Ooh.
Thank
You're a
you
legend.
for the try, gentlemen. But it was all for naught.
Oh, 3 tanks down.
Quad Ish dead.
Yeah, just let me waste these 4 shells. We'll go get ammo. Fuck it. At least it'll be funny.
What if we do an entire op where we just the whole point is to waste these shells?
There we go.
Machine gun? Shoot those guys.
They got 2 pickies off on.
Shoot this tank.
No, I don't have my Ignis.
What a machine gun. Nobody gets on that push gun.
Oh, I can get on top of those.
Well, that's the goal.
So close.
Radio, give him a push.
I'm doing.
Push harder. Use your fist.
Yeah.
Oh my god, bro.
Yeah. I got it.
Oh, that's fantastic.
May I politely request that those doing this guy for us reposition themselves to squad 1?
Leave the channel,
Yes,
please,
of course. I
so
will.
I don't lose my head. Thank you.
You don't have a head. You're a potato.
You only have eyes.
With this being a very busy week for Cheez, that's all we have time for today. We would like to wish the best of luck to Cheez forces and friends, and remember, something dies today. I have been Tigerboat. Thank you for watching Shard News, brought to you by the Ministry of Propaganda.